Alright, you guys, what's going on? I thought I'd quickly jump on live. This is a drone guy. I want to do a quick update. I know no one's even here yet, but I just thought I'd quickly, even if this is shared after the fact, do a quick update because it's been a while since I've been able to post a long format video for you guys. But some quick updates. I was able personally to buy a new house, so this is a new studio for me. This is a new space. Let me turn the music down. There we go. It did require some renovations and some moving. Anyone who's moved houses, we also had to be in an Airbnb for 2 weeks while we were waiting for our house to close, which means the sale to close. So basically, I had to live and work out of an Airbnb for 2 weeks, which was not a good situation, especially for someone who needs to edit behind a powerful computer all day. I had totes full of drones, and I was like wicked scared someone would like show up and steal from the Airbnb or whatever. But I'm glad I'm in a new house and feeling good, you guys. I'm gonna be really, hopefully, even in this live, be able to share a couple new drones and do things that I've been able to review over the past few weeks. So if you haven't checked out my channel in a little while, at least check out some of the shorts and stuff, because some of the new products I've been able to get sent from these companies are really cool. I'm also trying to do more updates on the DJI, potential DJI ban, the CCP Drone Act ban. So we'll maybe talk about that another time. But go check out too in my community page. There's some more resources for y'all, such as the recent live I did with Coast to Coast Drones. You guys might have seen that if you were tuning into that we talked about the drone ban from various different perspectives. But I also wanted to quickly jump on as well to remind folks that as I get closer to 10,000 subscribers here, I will be running the giveaway for a drone, and it's going to be a mini drone of some kind. I do think I'll still be doing a DJI drone despite the potential ban, because we just don't know enough. Oh, hi, Awande. Good to see you. Thanks for saying hi, tuning in. Where are you tuning in? You know, anytime you guys tune in, let me know where you're tuning in from. I just thought this is sometimes easier to do a live really quick to jump on and instead of editing everything. But one thing I really quickly wanted to, while I have a few people, you guys, I haven't had a chance to do a full review of this yet, but I'm working on it. This is a brand new drone bag specifically for drones, you know, which is pretty sweet. And it's got a nice hard case. It's from Pecruise. So thank you again for sending this to me. And this is actually designed just for the Mini 2 SE. And yeah, ask away. And if anyone has any questions, that's why I wanted to jump on again. Make sure, like, everyone, anything that I haven't been able to cover in a long format video. But really quick, check this out, you guys. It's a very compact bag, really small, which is great. If anyone has seen me in any of my short videos, this is the Tumi bag that I like to use to bring my Mini 2 SE around right now. But from now on, I'm going to switch over to the Pecruise bag because it's basically the same size. But what I like about the new bag is it has this hard shell case, which makes me feel a little bit better about some of my softer components, especially the drone. I did end up, I don't know if I have it on this one, but I did end up bending one of the propellers on my Mini 3s because it was in my Tumi bag, and I think I just packed too many things in there. So be careful with the propellers especially. But let's take a quick look inside. But if you do have any questions for me while I'm sitting here giving you guys these updates, let me know. Always happy to answer questions. But what's cool about this bag is it actually has, it's hard for my chair. I need to get some WD-40 apparently. It actually has all the built-in styrofoam cutouts for the Mini 2 SE Flymore combo. So that includes basically all of the battery power, the 3 battery charging situation, backup propellers, backup, all that stuff. So this is going to be a really fun transition for me, and it's got me thinking, why don't I have the Mini 2 SE Flymore combo? Probably because I was a little bit of on the cheap side when it came to it and wanted to just get the second battery instead of the third. So, but that's from Pecruise. That bag is going to really be a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing a full review of that as well. Art of Kindness, good to see you. Oh, good to hear it's helping. I mean, I definitely used to watch YouTube religiously when it came to any sort of new drone when I was first getting into it, and yeah, so I'm really happy to pay it forward. And what can I tell you about the Mini 2 SE drone? Well, it sounds like the Art of Kindness started with the Mini 2SE as well. That's great news. I do think it is still the best budget drone to get into. Actually, I have it right here. Here's one of my mice. I have number 2. Let me turn this music down again a little bit. If anyone out there listens to Lo-Fi Girl, that's like pretty much all I listen to on a lot of occasions. She's great. But this is the Mini 2SE. It's a great starter drone, you guys. But one of the reasons is because it's on a budget. I know it's still out of reach for a lot of folks. However, consider refurbished product. This is my second Mini 3, and it was completely refurbished. And I actually had to label them because I wouldn't have been able to tell the difference otherwise. So First Light Drones. Oh, you just got his Mini 2SE. That's awesome. Congratulations. And I'm glad to hear that I helped make your decision. I personally, even though I have a lot of different drones, I still fly this thing all the time. It is so much fun. And I know there's probably the biggest question I do get asked is the biggest difference between the Mini 3 and the Mini 2SE. And it really comes down to, I'd say, the 4K, the battery life, and the ability to shoot true vertical. So not only can you shoot the 4K, but it's going to be in the vertical position. So if you're someone who's really particular about sharing on social media and at the highest quality, you may want that. However, as you can tell from my channel, it's almost all Mini 2SE content. So when it comes to the Mini 2SE, I still think it's the best little drone to have with you for the price. If you have a few more $100s to spend, go with the Mini 3. And like me, I ended up just getting both because I like the, here it is. I like the RC controller. And you know what, let me see if I can turn this on really quick because I don't know if it's going to beep at me without connecting to the drone. But these are great questions. I'm glad to hear a lot of people decide to go with the Mini 2SE and are enjoying it. I'm glad I suggested it and people went with it and are actually enjoying it. But another upgrade to the Mini 3 from the Mini 2SE is this really convenient controller. So although the Mini 2SE now has a dual band transmission controller, and I don't know why I'm telling a lot of people on this channel who are on here now that have this already, but they may know this. But these are great now because these used to be on a Wi-Fi controller, the Mini 2SE, but now they're on the dual band. What are my thoughts on the third-party batteries? I haven't bought them myself. I have a lot of backup batteries, that's for sure. In fact, this is like, it's always good to have batteries. This is what I usually carry all my batteries in. It's gonna blow over. But a lot of them are charging now. You know, this is gonna go ahead and ask me to do a few things, so I may just put that aside. But I don't think it's the best idea to go with a third-party battery. I do think it's best to just go with the DJI batteries. They are still on the expensive side, but think about it. The battery is the heart of your drone. If anything happens to that, it's going to just fall out of the sky. So protect your investment, protect others, because you don't want your drone flying out of the sky. So, we got a couple more people throwing in comments. You did a shoot for a beekeeper and lost all the content. Not sure why. I'm assuming you had a memory card in there. And one thing is, when I first started, I noticed I almost got so excited, so anxious. I wasn't even paying attention on if I was recording or not. Using a new memory card can sometimes be a tough thing. But oh, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, Mr. Tambay. He's a loyal subscriber. He's always sharing some awesome comments on my page. So I'm glad I'm doing this, you guys. One other thing I wanted to share besides that new bag for the Mini 2SE is another product I've really enjoyed that my wife actually got me. This is the launch pad, and actually, to be honest, I use it mostly for launching, and the reason is I tend to hand land, which most people might have seen from my channel. But sorry, guys, this humid weather is killing me right now with my allergies. But this is like a fold-up landing pad, and it's got that it's hard to, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like that nice, really durable, you can't even scratch this product, and it was like 15, 16 bucks. I have it in the link to, I think, my ultimate range test of my Mini 3, which is also, I'd say, a really good video to watch if you're interested in the flight time and the flight mileage of the Mini 3. I'm just reading some comments to be able to use the same brand. I agree. You know, I think as the drones, the mini series drones, I think it would have been nice to have a little bit more compatibility with the batteries. That would, I think, allow even more people to be able to jump into this hobby and make more sense of maybe getting more drones, because a lot of my old Nikon cameras used to have the same batteries, but even those now, it's really unfortunate that, you know, a lot of things have different batteries. But just wanted to put this little plug in for this landing pad, and it's really good to have one of those, because at the end of the day, you never want any dust or debris in the gimbal or propellers. Watching the marketplace. Someone lost their drone at Mini 2C, so I bought it. That's really smart. You know, scanning marketplace. People oftentimes. This is probably one of the things that either you get hooked on immediately, or you want to return the drone because of some reason have had it in the closet since last Christmas, and you know, you're just going to probably want to sell on marketplace. I do the same thing. I also, like I said, the refurbished DJI products I can't speak more highly of. I don't have any boxed right now, but I was thinking of maybe doing a quick unboxing of a drone that I also got from EXO in a little bit here. But one of the other drones I'm super stoked about getting was this Hover Air from 00 Robotics. This is like the little mini drone that folds up right in your pocket. Oh, so the landing pad, that should be right on Amazon. I have a link to the landing pad in the description of my Mini 3 Ultimate Range Test video. So that it should be in the link to the description of that one. But it's really something I keep with me all the time, no matter what drone too. A lot of times it's my Mavic. I just want to protect the drone, especially when I'm launching. And honestly, the best part is I can throw it right on the hood of my truck, right on the sand. You know, a lot of times you don't have the best place to launch or land a drone, but that helps you kind of have some confidence no matter where you go to be able to launch and land safely and without damaging the drone. So, okay. Oh wow, so Newfoundland, Canada. That's right. I do think I remember you mentioning that in a comment somewhere. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. However, I wonder if this DJI ban is gonna, depending on how it unfolds, no pun intended, I wonder if more people will start to unleash their DJI products before or after the decision. Could be a potential opportunity. I'm not getting rid of any of my drones. I'm hoarding drones at the moment. I feel like if anything, I'm going to buy more drones in the time being, or ask more companies to send me drones to review, because I've been having a blast. As much as I love DJI, I'm a very loyal subscriber to their product. I've had a lot of fun flying some of the other drones, so let me talk about those quick. And I'm sorry I'm drinking so much water. I did so much yard work today that I think I have a whole new allergy that I didn't know I had. So this is even, let's see, yeah, it's definitely lighter. I think it's 186 grams compared to the 249 gram sub drone of the Mini 2SE and so. What's really cool about this, it comes with this little carrying case. Yeah, I love drone hoarding too. It's I don't know, I'm gonna be that guy forever, and that's why I came up with the channel, The Drone Guy, because I'm slowly becoming known even throughout my family and friends as the drone guy, because I have totes and totes of drones. But I love them; they're so much fun. So, anyways, this Hover Air drone from 00 Robotics really has been so much fun. This was the drone I really didn't think I needed, because at the end of the day, as much as my drone, like the Mavic 3 for example, has the Fly Me or the Follow Me feature, it's just too much drone for that. Like, in many ways, I don't need that much power. It's like kind of a spectacle, especially a lot of times when I'm looking to get that Follow Me shot. I basically just don't want to be a disturbance either, and I think a lot of us don't. And honestly, this thing is so quiet, and as you can tell, like, there's no way you're gonna hurt somebody or yourself with this. And so far, it hasn't crashed. It's really good at following you, and there's a bunch of different features on it. So definitely go check out my mini short videos that I've done about this drone and with this drone. Once again, I'm going to be doing a full feature review of it ASAP. Won't be giving one of these away yet. They are pretty expensive. Somebody holding on to this one and kind of reviewing it further, but that's kind of one of my favorite ones. It's a wicked cool looking drone, honestly, and it has like a cool green LED light, and has different app and features. I think what's cool too is to I don't know. I think it's cool to see how everyone approaches the design of one, a drone, and two, the features that they offer, as well as the third, it usually has to have an app. So, hey, what's going on, Antonio? Just bought my first drone, Best Buy Mini 3, and you love it. That's great, man. That's awesome. Air 3. It looks like a beast of a drone. I feel like it's almost like a little mini Mavic. Also, Antonio, I mentioned earlier in the live, you might have seen it, or I don't know if you were here earlier. I did a live feed with Coast to Coast Drones a couple weeks back now, maybe 2 weeks, and we actually compared my Mavic 3 and one of the other guys. I'm trying to think of his channel name now. I've already forgotten. Mad Props Media. That's it. Mad Props Media. We are comparing his Air 3 with my Mavic 3 live, and it was kind of cool to see how comparable they really were. He really loves it. He seems to really like it. They all have the Avata 2. Has anyone ever considered getting the Avata 2 out there? The best ways for me to edit, let's see. To be honest, most often I am going to use a Lightroom product or Adobe Lightroom product. I did do a little bit of a review of how I go through and edit, especially some of my HDR images. But for the most part, I think most people would be interested in, I don't know if I have my iPad, but Snapseed app from Google. It's a Google product, so it's free. It's probably one of the most advanced apps that you can get that's also free. You can export high quality, you can export in different ways. You can even edit raw images. So if you import a raw image, it'll actually give you more options, especially with white balances and other things. That'll help you to get the color grade that you want and those types of effects. Let me see if I can quickly pull it up on my iPad. So it's actually the one. So it looks like this. Snapseed right here, this little app, and when you click on it, let's see if I can. This might not be conducive, but you basically can just add any image. Let's see if I can quickly add something, just for ha-has. But this is what I do. I basically I'll take my memory card, and I don't know if anyone saw my other giveaway that I did. Let me export this out of my computer so I can show you guys what I like to use. This is such a quick little product from Walmart. I think this was maybe 20 bucks, an own little USB. And look at that, I already have one in there. One of my little micro USB fits right in there. And the cool part is iPad. So if I'm on the go, throw it in my iPad, export it. I make sure to export it in the highest quality. See if I can get a quick drone photo, or any photo. Well, actually, let's do one that I haven't edited yet. This is just a picture that I took on the beach with my iPhone, but it has all these different tools. Like, look at all the different tools you can choose on this app, and you can do some quick tunage selection tools. So it's really great. You can do paint brushing, you can do selective brushing. So Snapseed from Google is my suggestion on mobile editing. Where are other people from? So we had some Newfoundland. Where's everyone else from? And if you've mentioned it in the comments before to me, I'm sorry if I forgot. I know a lot of people, I do try to ask when I respond to comments. I do respond to every comment on my channel as well. I know it's badly backed up recently. Now I can't even find my mouse on my screen here. Oh, because I unplugged it. So yeah, that's one of my more recent drones, is the Hover Air from 00 Robotics. I don't think I have it in, oh yeah, I do. Oh. The other one that I'm very excited about is one from Potensic. I would definitely recommend the DJI Mini 2. Andy, thanks for joining. And I'm not sure where you're tuning in from, but I feel like the Mini 2, British Columbia, man, that's right. That must be an epic place to be. I really wish I could go to British Columbia. One of my coworkers just went and said it was just phenomenal. But I would definitely suggest the Mini 2 SE or any of the DJI Mini product, Mini series drones, any of them. You cannot go wrong. I really mean that. I I think before when they had some of the other mini drones like the Spark and actually behind me you can see I do have the Tello. I'm going to be opening up the Tello at some point and testing that out. That's like, it's from Intel. It's like the drone that, it's the education drone from DJI. It was only like $60 refurbished, so I got one of those. But any of the DJI Mini 2 4K, Mini 2 SE drones, you're gonna be really happy with. So, but I got the Fly More combo from Potensic, and this Mini 2 Potensic Atom SE, excuse me, or Atom, not SE, very similar style Fly More combo as the mini series drones. It comes with all this in a bag, which is really cool too. This drone shoots 4K. It's a little bit thicker and look a little bit more boxier than its counterpart. However, it's a powerful little drone, and I think that's because of the battery. You know, these batteries are a little heftier, but it's a sweet drone. I did I did a short video on the Potensic Atom drone. But once again, this is another drone I'm going to be doing a more full review of because it was a lot of fun. Great, you know, a little bit, I think a little bit less than some of the DJI products, but yeah, man, unknown being good. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I love gadgets too, man. I've always been interested in the next and latest and greatest piece of technology. Let me quickly get my mouse plugged back in, y'all. Hold on. Sorry for the noise. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have enough drones, to be honest. I know some people like the Second Amendment, but I feel like if there's like this constitutional right around drones, then I'm going to be fighting for it. I'm not a pilot. I would love to get my like private pilot's license someday, but if you think the drone world is expensive, I've heard that getting your pilot's license is like extremely expensive and can be time consuming. However, I'd love to. If I'm ever in a position, I would be thrilled to have my pilot's license, especially in this part of the world or the country. You can get to a lot more rural and like adventurous places with an airplane. So, oh, am I a drone pilot? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was a good distinction. Yes, and I wish I had my actual license with me. Do I? No, it's over in my other room. I have been a commercial drone pilot since the end of 2016 or the beginning of 2017, around there. So we're approaching 8-9 years that I've been doing commercial flying, mostly real estate stuff. So, and oh, you're going to a trip to Wells Gray Provincial Park. I'll definitely have to follow up Art of Kindness on any of the stuff you get. Make sure to post your trip. I'm actually, here's another little update. I'm going to be going to Colorado for the first time. Oh, there's my drone at once. Let me shut that off. Sorry guys, my allergies have been killing me today. I basically dug up a whole garden bed, and now I have like pollen in my throat for probably 2 weeks. Ooh. Anyways, I'm going to Colorado for the first time, Colorado, USA. I'm pretty stoked because I'm going to be bringing probably my Mini 2 and SE and my Mini 3. I don't know, I'm also tempted to bring my Mavic, but I'm not sure. My wife might kill me if I bring too many of my camera gear, because I want to take some time-lapse pictures and astro pictures. We're going to a place that actually, believe it or not, has restrictions against light pollution that are so, like, they're just a lot. Basically, it's they don't allow any light pollution at all. So, and there's only about 86 people who live in town. It's 4 or 5 hours south of Denver, so we're flying into Denver. And anyone who hasn't traveled with their drone, it's basically the same as flying with any of your camera gear. Just put it in a bag like this, or the Fly More combo bag, and just put it right on the conveyor belt with all your other camera gear. I've never had a problem at all with getting on an airplane or anything, or getting through security with my drone. I've been through the Canadian border. I've been to Italy. I've been to all different places with my drones, and I haven't really had any issues, as long as you're just following the rules. Really is the best way to put it. But let me quickly get one more drone for you guys. Don't hurry. This drone I'm pretty excited about because this is a brand I hadn't really explored much of, but this drone looks pretty fierce. The XO Mini Pro. And to be honest, I haven't even really opened the box yet. I was waiting, but I'm tempted to just open it right now. I did cut it open and just peek inside. But why not? Why don't I just open it? It's like Christmas. Every time one of these, there was like a week where I had, I think, 4 or 5 drones show up to my house. And I was also moving. It was very stressful, but it was also, I felt like a kid on Christmas. I was also very frugal when I started my business. I started with my Phantom 4, which might be around here somewhere. I started with my Phantom 4 drone and used that for 6 years. And that was the only drone I had because I was like, there's no need to get a new one. I'm just going to keep using this one. And now I have 12, so that's funny. This channel really inspired me to just go horde mode on drones. But it looks pretty sweet. It looks really sweet. You know, it's cool to think that like there's like limitless potential. Wow, that's pretty sweet. When it comes to the design, I know the overall design, once again, is very similar. I mean, almost identical to the Mini 2SE. But like, look at that thing. It's like got like eagle's wings and some gold on it. It's a little bit, it's no offense, it's got a little bit more swag than the DJI products in some level. It kind of looks like, and why have we not seen a black drone yet? I think that's also something. Has anyone, I realized that like every drone is either white or gray. I guess the Hover Air, so going back really quickly, the Hover Air is basically also black, but you can get it in white. So if you want to keep your fleet all the same color, you can. However, I think black's pretty cool. I wish DJI would come out with some other darker, like the Mini Series drone. I wish they had a Mini Series darker drone like this, because this thing is pretty sweet, this XO. I'm going to unfold that in a second. Just be curious to see what they have in here. Typical charging batteries. Hey, that's actually kind of convenient. And you know, it's a little bit more of an actual tool than the one that you get with DJI. Alright, we got some... one thing I do notice is the props. Props are pretty tiny comparably to the Mini 2SE, and the Mini 3 especially. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it looks like a USB, like maybe like a quick charge on the battery. Once again, you guys, like I said, I haven't looked at this at all. This is kind of the first time I've been opening any of this stuff. But let's take a quick comparison right away. Maybe they're more similar than I thought. Okay, they're actually about the same. It's a little bit of a different design, and it doesn't have this like nice, like little rubber tip that the Mini DJI have. I'm curious to see how this flies when I get it out there. Let's see how it unfolds quick. Okay, so it does kind of have the same ability. Oh, never mind. You actually do have to do the top one first, like the Mini 2SE. I'm assuming this guard is probably permanent, but yeah, it is nicely packaged. There's like, actually was something tying up the props for a change. Oh, I don't want to actually turn it on. I think it's always good to, oh, there we go. You kind of have to pull the battery out, but this is the battery. It's about the same size as the Mini 2SE battery, I would say. Have I ever had a problem with heat? In what way? I guess the only problem I might have with heat is with my phone. When I used to fly my Phantom, it might get overheated. I don't see that problem as much with my Mini 2SE because I'm not flying it for as long. And so I haven't really had a problem with heat. I live in the coastal area as well. I feel like it never truly gets too unbearably hot, except for the summer. It's been kind of nasty. I really would say that. Let's see, have you ever tried one of the custom skins? No, honestly, I haven't, but I feel like I should. And the one thing I want to make sure I do, if you do add anything to your Mini 2SE drone or Mini Series drone, make sure whatever you're adding keeps it as a sub 249 gram drone. So they are all very much, I think they all say it on the side, maybe not. I thought they did. Anyways, you want to make sure, I think the skin is probably not going to add that much, but who knows? I'm going to look into it. But now that I have a few, maybe I'll try to see if I can compete with this. So this is the XO, and honestly, you guys, it looks pretty badass. I hate to, swear when I'm out here like this doing live, but hey, check it out. Look at this. It's got a ton of really cool sensors on it as well, because this actually has an active tracking feature. This is one of their best drones, you guys, so I'm pretty stoked that they sent it my way. What did I think about the Trump shooting? Yeah, I mean, that is a pretty crazy recent event. I apparently I like the looks of the Exo. Yeah, I do too. Honestly, I'm gonna get some really cool high quality pictures of this. But to quickly go back to that question, I think what's most interesting about that was that I think the guy Crooks used a drone potentially to survey the area before, which makes me even more nervous that people might try to expedite this drone ban in general and just say like drones are. I mean, it's just frustrating to be honest that even happened. I feel like almost a lack of proactive security allowed this guy to just be, I don't know, just screwy and do some real damage. I mean, people are in a bad way. People are in a bad way right now, and honestly, I do think now couldn't it be a better time for people to just enjoy a hobby like flying a drone and use it for, I don't know. I still can't imagine deciding to go out there and do something like that rather than just go out and have fun. I made you get a drone. That's so cool, man. That's what drones you end up getting. And First Light Drones, yeah, about the sub. Is there actually officials going around weighing drones? You know, that's a really good question too. It's like, and let's say something happens, right? Take the skin off. I don't know. It's like make sure you weigh it before someone comes and, you know. I actually have a funny story because when I first got my license, I took a 5-day course, and the guy had been flying for like 70 something. No, he was flying since he was like 14. And he was in his 70s. And he basically said, you know, if no one comes knocking, it's no problem. And you know, I think that's a little. You have to be a little more restrictive than that. You have to be safe, but yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be going around flying drones. And but so maybe I'll try that skin after all. But and oh great, you didn't regret it. That's good to hear, man. I think you know this. Like I said, I think this is one of the best hobbies you can have out there. It's so much fun, and you go to any place you've ever been and you see it for the first time flying a drone, and I see that over and over again. The conditions are never the same either. There's been times I've pulled over my car more than once, more than probably 100 times, just because I've been like, wow, that scene is pretty epic. I'm glad I have one of my mini drones in my glove compartment, because that shot is epic, or that scenery is amazing. And I used to be a little timid to bring my old Phantom 4 with me on travel and vacation trips because of how big it was. It really was a spectacle every time I brought that somewhere. Even though I knew too, a lot of times I was following the rules. I don't know. You naturally get people watching and asking questions. That was the most what's the thing? Most routine thing was when people would just ask questions, and it's distracting, and that would be really stressful for me when people would ask questions. I was trying to fly my, you know, at the time a $1,600 drone that I was trying to start a business with. Yeah, and when people get mad at drones, it's tough. I've always tried to educate people when I'm out there, you know, flying my drone, and I always tell people, you know, it's their right to ask questions, and they should. So I really try to hopefully help make people feel better through my experiences with them, and that's just all you can do. I hate when people misuse drones. Yeah, it really sucks. Question, I'm not sure if... Yes, I am a real estate guy as well. I'm a real estate agent, so I do real estate sales in both Maine, the state of Maine, and the state of New Hampshire. And you know, I think one of the cool parts about having my Part 107 license is that I can actually use my drones for my real estate business, you know, legally. Whereas, you know, a lot of agents have to pay somebody to go and do that work, where I can go do it myself, which is really nice. It was one of the ways I was able to scale my business as well. There's only so much I can photograph and edit in a week. And it's nice to have, you know, sales on top of that, especially the area here is good in real estate. So I've been meeting a lot of clients through my photography that are higher end as well. And you recently crashed, Andy, let's see, I want to read that. Recently crashed Mavic Mini. I'm considering the Potensic Atom, but I like the camera more than DJI. You know, that is a really tough one. I haven't probably flown the Potensic enough to truly say for sure. I would be curious at your budget in general. One thing, I don't know if do I have the Potensic still with me? Yes, here it is. One thing, the controller's a little bit different, so it kind of slides out like this. I think I need to get a little bit of a new cable because I don't know if it's my phone or what, but this kept disconnecting on me mid-flight, my second flight. So there's a little pocket for it to fit in here. But in terms of the controller for the DJI Mini 2, it's a little bit more conducive for me, but that's not really, I think, enough for me to make a difference. I really had fun with the Potensic when it was connected to the controller. You know, it has like all the same bells and whistles in terms of like the basically the little sticks that are, you know, hidden in there, and it like the dials and the nice, it feels like a nice high quality product, and it's a powerful little drone. Like I don't know why, but these batteries are definitely a little bigger, and I think it makes a difference. I don't even think I had it in sport mode, and I looked down immediately the first time I flew. It was like, what type of mode do I have this thing in? Because it really took off pretty fast. That's a great question though, and you know, I think like anything, take your time when looking to upgrade, because you know, it is a big deal. It really is. I remember when I first had the reason I got my Mavic 3 to replace my Phantom 4 was because I basically had no choice. The image sensor went down. I was super bummed. I didn't even know, I wasn't prepared, so I had to make a pretty quick decision. I did go with the Mavic 3, and they quickly came out with the Mavic 3 Pro right after. I was kind of bummed, but that drone takes still pictures that I think are just absolutely unreal, and the image quality through the live feed feels like probably the most realistic point of view I've ever seen. It feels like you're playing a real video game. It's just insane. But out of goodness, yeah, being respectful all the time with people flying drones. You know, I think 99 out of 100 times I've had a pleasant encounter with people. It's only been, and I've been doing this a long time with a lot of different areas and properties and places, and I'd say there's only really, I can only really think of one or two times when someone was like absolutely pissed at me for flying my drone. I had a couple people come in and ask like, who the hell are you? Are you for the tax assessor? Or someone gonna make my property taxes go up, yada yada? And they kind of come at me all hot and bothered. And I say, no, I'm just gonna help someone sell their house, so I'm all good. I'll be leaving in a few minutes anyway. So other than that, everyone really cares. Oh yeah, we get some good feedback here live. This is great. Yeah, I mean I haven't done a range test. I'm eager to do a range test of the Potensic Atom, or Potensic drone. It's not the Atom. It's just Potensic, because if it can compete with the range of the Mini 2 SE, that would be a big deal. That would be a big deal for me. Yeah, keep getting experience. If you know, see, one of the reasons I was able to get into the real estate game was I just happened to use my drone to get more landscape aerials, and at the time I think it was such a unique perspective that it naturally helped me stand out. So now it might be a little harder to enter. However, there's like this ebb and flow to everything. I think that lasted for a few years where everyone wanted to push into the drones, but I almost think that now could be a good time to really circle back, and if I have any advice, it's to get into the real estate industry. I wish I had known more about that, and I'll be talking more about that in a more developed video. And you guys can always reach out to me at thedroneguy.com, or sorry, @thedroneguy@gmail.com. If you ever have any more specific questions, I'm trying my best to get to everybody. So I know I get a few messages through there through some of my loyal subscribers, and it's fun for us to connect on different ways and different ways we can advance our drone knowledge. Once again, too, if you're new to the live tonight, go check out the live feed I did with the Coast to Coast Drones guys. They're a lot of fun. They made me laugh. They're good. They're a bunch of good guys, and they have a lot of fun time sharing the knowledge from all different industries. But let's see, what's the furthest you've pushed the Mini 2 SE? It was that 3 mile test it was just over 3 miles. That was the video I posted is the furthest. I mean, it's just really good not to fly that far anyways. I mean, there's really no need to, and it was a really well planned flight that I had thought of really for a while and watched the weather. And I actually went up twice and didn't have the success that I did in that video. So just keep that in mind too. But for the most part, all the time I'm flying my drones, I pretty much keep them right within eyesight, like you're supposed to, because at the end of the day, that's usually where the best shot is. And if I want to go further, I'm just going to move myself, so I'm in a better position. Let me quickly make sure I don't miss any comments. Just came across my live. What content do I do? Hey Butterdog, what's going on, brother? Oh, he does drones. That's cool that you found my channel. I'm glad the algorithm is working. I figured doing a live might be different to my channel. I'd never done a live before. But I do all basically Mini 2 SE, mini products, mini drone products, reviews. I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews of different DJI products and different drones that are not DJI. But for the most part, it's DJI Mini 2 SE content, Mini 3 content, and any content that I think I can use to help my almost 10 years of commercial drone experience, help people who want to learn about flying drones, whether it's recreationally or commercially. So let me make sure I don't miss anything. Really cool you guys are adding to the convo here. The Mini 2, yes. Well, I get confused sometimes. I feel like the Mini, depending on where you live, they offer the Mini 2 and Mini 2 SE, and sometimes they only offer the Mini 2 or vice versa. Everyone seems to know about the Mini 4K as well, way before me. I don't really know how I missed, and I can't even see on my DJI store app. One of the reasons I feel like I get some good buys on DJI products is because I'm always hovering the app. There's two apps, the Fly app, which I use to fly the drones, most of the drones that is, and then there's the DJI Store app, and that's actually pretty sweet because you can track your loyalty points, you can track your care refresh, you can activate care refresh, buy it all. Man, you can manage all your drone stuff basically, and it tells you how long you've had your drone, where it's been, the miles on it, and all that good stuff. But you can also check the refurbished page, which is, I think, for example, for my Mini 3, it was with the RC controller too. Whoa, this one. It was just under $500, and it normally is almost $700. So to be able to get, that drone was really, and it basically is brand new. You never know except for the red tape on the front. Butterdog, what's going on? What do you got? What was your question? And yes, while you're asking that, is it Data Jose? Yes. Be careful. Flying around and any type of interference. Think about it. The good part about the DJI drones is that they do run dual band, so no matter what the interference is, it typically can connect. However, when you're in a city, there's just so much going on. Think about it, you guys. Like every single person's phone is running probably at 2.4 gigahertz, or maybe even 5. Maybe even higher. So just know that there's gonna be a lot more interference with power lines, buildings, trees, etc. Is the Mini 2 SE good? It's what I have. And you're pretty good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, my channel. So one of the reasons I started my channel, actually the whole reason I started my channel was because I decided to buy the Mini 2 SE, and I was like, was this stupid of me to buy this? And I know that's kind of a funny question, but I had my I just bought my Mini 3, my Mavic 3, and at the time that was with the backup batteries and a few other things. It was like just almost $2,800, and it was expensive. And I'm like, why would I need any other drone? And I just don't understand why I would need any other drone. Like, is this silly to even be spending a few $100s on this thing? And so at the end of the day, I decided, why not start a YouTube explaining why you can probably get just as good photos with this thing as my almost $2,800 drone. So that's really was the passion behind why I started the channel. And I thought, with the Mini 2 SE, it's really about how you use it and how you approach the drone photography world in general that I think helps you get better content. So that's the whole passion behind the channel, is these little mini drones can do a lot now. And like, for example, this has almost pretty much the same size image in terms of like what you could like print out to scale, for example, as my Mavic or my original Phantom 4. which was like $1,600. So that's what I started my whole business with, and this little mini 2SE could probably help someone start a business today. And hey, oh, Just Fisher, you just subbed. That's awesome. I actually have reached out to QC to see if I could get one of their drones that actually allows people to help them fish. So it actually can go underwater and out of water. It's pretty sweet. So I didn't even know those existed commercially for consumers. Yep. So hopefully they decide to give me a drone. Hey, Art of Kindness, see you, man. Thanks for joining. Yeah, reach out anytime. Butter Dog, thanks for the questions, man. Yeah, thanks for everybody for jumping on. Jamaica Phantom. Hey, glad to hear you like the Mini 2. Did you have the Phantom? Just curious. And Data Jose, the Mini 2SE would be good to use in like small locations with friends. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. I think it's really, I think the other thing I built my channel on was all these little short videos I made with the Mini 2SE, you know, just showing it unfold, how quickly you can pull it out of your bag and, you know, capture the moment. And it's actually made going places that much more fun because I'm like, oh, I wonder what little spot I'm going to find that's going to, you know, you can maybe kind of take a look that seems like a normal place and just really show that it's actually kind of like a really fun perspective that, you know, going anywhere can really be a lot of fun. So I recently did a family photo shoot and they had a couple of kids, and I brought my Mini 3 and decided to do a quick zoom out quick shots with the family, and they thought it was just a blast. You know, it really is so much fun. It's unique, it's different. Yes, I used to have the Phantom 3 standard. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, the Phantom for me was like, oh, I don't know. There's something about the Phantom. I still think it has the best flight attitude, or like, and when I say attitude, it basically is like how the drone handles and rocks and rolls. That drone was the smoothest drone ever. I think it had the nicest counterbalance and distribution of weight. So, but that's cool to hear some other people have been flying drones long enough to have even flown a Phantom. Those Phantom 3s, did all of them have to have the GoPro? That was just the original. Did you have the one that already had the built-in camera at the time, Jamaica Phantom? And yeah, Data, dude, I don't understand how, and I think that's what really answered my question was when I flew this thing for the first time, like, that's why I bought this drone, because it felt like the Mavic 3, but it literally, the mini drone, it literally is like the perfect little name for these drones. It's because they're the mini version of the drones I've been flying for years to run my business and having so much success with those. These are a no-brainer. A lot of times the question I get is Mini 3 or Mini 2, and you know, you cannot go wrong. Whatever's in your budget, I'd say just stay in your budget is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, that's going to be what makes you feel like the best as a consumer. You're going to trust me, you're going to get the utility out of these drones. And it is so light. It really can be packed. It's lighter than any of my other camera gear, and it definitely gets me probably just as excited, if not more excited, to take pictures than my DSLR camera. So, and all right, Butter Dog, man, thanks for subbing and jumping on the live stream, man. I'm glad I decided to do this, man. Good to meet you, and thanks for the question. I probably won't be staying on too much longer, but I thought I'd get on. Like, once again, jumped into a brand new house, so had to unpack for a couple weeks, do some light painting, get things prim and proper for the family here, and we'll see if I got I don't know if I have anything else to show you guys tonight. I kind of went through kind of the bandwidth of drones that I use. Like I said, my content's mostly on the Mini 2SE, which it sounds like a lot of you guys here have the Mini 2SE or have the Mini 2. We're looking into that, so I'm glad you guys are also jumping on and grabbing onto the convo. One more thing I would like to share before I probably start to wind down is that I do really, once I start to get back into my channel here at the end of the summer and over the next few weeks, really, now that I'm selling my house, I'm really going to keep pushing content through my community side of my channel, so check those things out. I do have a members section to my channel now, so you can actually pay a member subscription. Thank you to there are a few people that actually now that have chosen to pay a monthly subscription for some exclusive content that I share my experience with, like especially a lot of the real estate stuff, how to start a business with the drones. I'm going to start rolling out a lot more educational stuff through those. So if you're ever interested, hit me up, ask me questions, but take a look at that. How many different kinds of drones do I have? I think I have 12 total drones now. I have to check. I have to probably count them, to be honest with you. I have DJI drones, Snaption drones. That was one of the. Let me go grab my Snaption drone really quick. Actually, this is another. These are also really great starter drones, the Snaption drones. They don't have the 2-axis gimbal or the or anything, but they have 1080p. And if you can fly this thing, you can definitely jump into a DJI drone, no problem. But I've got the Snaption drone, the DJI drones, Potensic XO, the Hover Air X, and I said Potensic. Yeah, I think that's it. So I've gotten to, especially this summer, really branch out from the DJI drones, which has been fun. It's made me appreciate them more. Also appreciate the market outside. I know everyone's been really stressed about the potential ban on DJI and other products, but I just have always been into technology and wanting the next different thing, so it's been fun to share all this with you guys. Let me just make sure I don't miss any questions. Brandon, oh, that's a great comment. Glad to hear you love the Mini 2. Saif, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sorry if I butchered that. Is it a good drone? Yes, it is. It's that's what I started my channel with. It's actually the passion behind the channel. It's why I wanted to make sure people knew how much they could really do with it. And what's the craziest thing you've ever captured on a drone? Oh, let's see. Probably a seal playing with a lobster buoy like it was a toy. That was really kind of a unique thing for me to capture. That was many years ago. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Probably one of the craziest things was a real estate shoot where I had to start inside the house and fly out of these big, really expensive windows, and then basically fly down a 200-foot dock and follow a boat out to sea, all in one shot. I'll have to be on the phones with a bunch of people. It was one of those. That was probably the other crazy shot I had. And yes, I actually, apparently I posted a video on YouTube and someone claims they see a UFO in one of my drone videos. If anyone happens to see that, let me know. I'm a big UFO fan. Big UFO fan. Great questions though. I'm gonna have to stay on a little longer. Live in Detroit. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. That's very cool. I'm gonna have to go check out your page. Daniel, do you share a lot on your page? All right. Is there something that you hate about the Mini 2 SE compared to the latest? I don't have the Mini 4, just to be clear, but I do have the Mavic 3, which basically can do anything and more that can do. I haven't been, so to be honest, I think my biggest pain with the Mini 2 SE, I think if you're a loyal subscriber to my page, you'll have seen this in my original videos, is that the gimbal, you have to be very careful. So I'm going to I have my Mini 2 SE with me here, or I have 2 of them now, so I have to label them. The reason I got 2 of them was because I did get one repaired, but when I was waiting for that one, I was going to Italy and I needed a backup. But I mean, anytime you have a very simple, plastic component, you got to be careful. And what I did, I think, was I might have pushed it too much in the wind and forced the gimbal basically to not be able to calibrate. Even though calibrating it manually, automatically, nothing worked. And no matter what, I basically was getting this horizontal pitch to my video, and I'd have to manually adjust it, and sometimes it just totally screwed up my shot. And I got this new one, and I haven't had that same issue yet, but that was probably the only thing that never happened to any of my other drones. But to be honest, DJI has been incredibly good, not just with me, but I know so many other people about if you have to replace it, then they a lot of times they send you a new drone, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, like Data says, there's really not much annoying about these. Let's see, have a great evening too. Thanks for jumping on, man. Not about flight life. This is. Do I have anything that I'm going to throw away? No, I don't. I am going to be giving away, for those who are new to my channel, I am going to be giving away a drone once I reach 10,000 subscribers. I'll be basically posting about how to enter that giveaway. So stay tuned. I'm never going to throw away a drone. I'll rather give it to you guys. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to give one of these drones to you guys, or get a whole new drone and send it to you. But yeah, happy to answer any of those questions, you guys, and happy you guys are jumping on. Yeah, definitely check out some of my other content if you haven't seen any of my other page before. See, I don't think I have any other drones I can share with you guys tonight. I'll probably, I'm sorry if you guys did just join, but I'm probably gonna call it a night tonight. Just wanted to send everybody this quick update. This was a lot of fun. I'll probably try to do this a little bit more often, and we can talk more about drones. You guys can answer questions. Maybe even show you a little bit behind the scenes. And yeah, definitely looking forward to the giveaway too. So stay tuned, and that's another big reason why I want to jump on. Just remind everybody that once I do get to 10,000 subscribers, which is probably going to happen in 2-3 weeks, hoping. Share my page with your friends, and anyone who's a drone nut like me. Go check it out. Keep an eye on my channel. When I hit 10K, I'm going to be announcing how to enter for a mini drone giveaway. So it'll most likely be a DJI drone. So stay tuned. Thanks again for this support, you guys, and have a nice night.